Okay, so when last we left our heroes, you had taken a long rest, come out and saw where the two tribes had joined together and crossed over to the western side of the fractured heights across the river. And their trail is not particularly hard to follow if you want to go that way now, or you may have something else in mind.
I think for the most part we're going to follow it because we don't know exactly where they're going, but probably not follow it directly since the last time we ran into them, they had rune traps in there. So probably stay a little bit off to the side if it's at all possible. Kind of stay alert for any other little hidden ambushes or traps like those.
So the fractured heights, the nature of the terrain is very hard to traverse unless you are following one of these narrow passages, crag type things that break it up into almost a maze type. I mean, you can climb the slopes, right? But they're very steep, covered in shale, and it would be very slow going and very hard to try and avoid following the established crag unless you had some way to overcome that, like you were Aarakocra or something.
Okay. Yeah, I guess then
it'd be really expensive if I cast like 4 freedom of movements, for example.
Ah, okay. Well, I guess for the sake of saving the spells, then I guess we'll go ahead and continue on the path, the same path as them, but still being alert for any other ambushes or rune traps of such nature.
Okay. I have everybody. Okay, so everyone can see the path. All right.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, so as we are progressing along there, a kind of a rather scrawny-looking orc, looks rather young, out and about, steps in front of you, and appears to be signaling that you need to stop.
This time, I'm going to go to the back of the group and attempt to hide it, to cast Comprehend Languages.
Okay.
All right. So I'll go ahead and blow that spell slot. This way I can understand what they're saying.
And he's saying that you're not allowed to come this way. You need to turn around.
Okay. Now I need to make sure whether or not it gives me the ability to speak it or just understand it. I'm not sure.
Yeah.
Just understand it. Okay, damn.
I think tongues, so you need to speak it.
Does anyone have does anyone speak Chainan?
Yes.
Oh, okay. Well, then he will lapse into Chainan when you don't appear to understand him. Because, yeah, you know, can come this way. This is our land. Non-orcs, go away.
How did it become your land?
I don't know that. I'm just here to keep people away.
Well, we need to speak to your leader.
Okay, you wait here and I'll go get the leader.
That's reasonable.
Yeah.
Well, that was more reasonable than I thought it was going to be.
Okay, so about an hour goes by. You going to do anything in the hour?
If I could, I would like to get up on the ledge up here.
Behind the group of orcs.
Well, we don't see a group of orcs there, I'm assuming.
Yeah, actually, there's nothing out here right now.
All right.
Yeah. I'm assuming they're there for when we eventually get ambushed, but it's not like I trust orcs.
Would you wait an hour? I'd say like maybe 10 minutes. Then I'd be like, yeah, maybe we should just keep going.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was gonna wait 10 minutes and then set up to hide up there. But yeah, if the group says we can go on, then yeah.
Wait 10 minutes and then start on.
Yeah, I think that's what we would do.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, then at that point, some stuff's going to happen.
Unfortunate. And this is where those orcs come in at.
Okay, so everybody takes 17 points of bludgeoning damage.
Is there the save for that, or?
Yeah, it says there in the chat.
Okay.
DC 15 dexterity save for half.
No.
And if you
How
fail
about
by
15
5 or
decimals?
more, then
Oh, that's so unfortunate. Oh.
So Jean's wisdom is reduced by 2, and you'll have disadvantage on wisdom saves and checks. And
Okay.
Darius is reduced by 4, and will have disadvantage on wisdom checks. And those came from this 20-foot ledge up here. And when you start moving forward, a group of orcs. We're just hoping you would do that instead of waiting to talk. Come
That's
charging down.
I'm impatient.
Yeah, me too. I wouldn't want to wait. So 17 points of damage.
We'd rested overnight, hadn't we? So
Yeah.
Yes,
We'll roll for initiative at that point.
Okay, roll for it.
Yes.
I just imagine them holding the rocks, just like, try a mother effer. And then we tried it. And got bonked on the head.
Yeah, well.
Okay, so Jean, as you start to move... Oh, that's the wrong place. These guys are to the south. As you started to move away, these guys shoved a bunch of boulders down into you.
And it hurt.
The battle cry, it looked like they were coming your way.
Ah. Well, I would ask you, since... would this be considered that I'm going before them? Like, they have not acted yet in the initiative order? Because it gives me advantage.
That's correct.
Okay. So, I guess I'll go and shoot that guy, because he's the closest one next to me, so...
This guy.
Yeah. So it's going to be that.
Okay, 26 will hit.
And I'm going to hide behind the meteor members of my party. And that'll be my turn.
So for 24. Okay. Okay, so... let's see. Got Dryas, Valcinder, Garrett, and then the guy. Okay, so he's going to come charging down, and he's going to go ahead and he has some ropes that he appears to be particularly diligent with. And who's he going to target? He will target. So he'll move on to here. So he will go ahead and target Jean. So Jean, I need a. Actually, he's going to target the cleric. He can see the cleric.
That's a better choice.
Yeah.
You say that. That's not necessarily a good
I don't
thing.
know that he changed targets.
See, I forget what the DC is on a rope in the painting.
Doesn't sound nice.
No, it does not.
If it's a deck save, then I'm boned.
Yeah. So DC 15 dexterity save.
Do the yell get over here?
This isn't more combat.
Oh. Oh, that's.
I successfully fail it.
You are restrained until so.
Oh, God, restrain. That's hard.
And to get unrestrained, you can attempt to do 20 points of damage to the rope, although it looks pretty hardy. Or you can make a DC 15 strength or dexterity check.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, and then he's going to go ahead and attack either Dryas or Valcinder. Valcinder. He's going to attack Valcinder. He doesn't do the shield bash, but he rope of containment. So armor class 22 against Valcinder.
Yep, I shall retaliate with my Burny Flame. So it's just taking longer because I'm having to reopen my character sheet every time.
So DC 15 dexterity.
Ooh, nice. By the way, did anyone succeed on that rock bash thing?
Yes.
Yeah, Valcinder and Garrett both succeeded.
Oh, that's good.
I didn't succeed, but I didn't fail by much.
Oh,
Hmm.
So I took the 17 points, but I didn't take any wisdom.
Why have we got initiatives rolling?
that's me. I accidentally rolled initiative.
Yeah. So you're 30 now, John.
That's
Oh, how long does the concussion last for? Until like
a long rest.
Okay.
Okay, so he takes 9 points of fire damage. And then armor class 23, does that hit?
Yeah, they both hit.
Wisdom. It reduces wisdom.
Yeah, we got wisdom reduced by 2
14 damage.
if you failed more than 5.
So
No,
yeah,
it's
13
2 for you,
and
4 for
13.
Eric.
So a total of 26. Okay. Cool. Well, he will come bounding down and attack Dryas. First, Dryas needs to make a DC 15 dexterity saving throw or be restrained. Okay, so you are not restrained, and he will just attack Dryas. Armor class 18 hit Dryas. Okay, for 11 points, and then armor class 20 for 13 points. There's number 1. He'll come bounding down. He will attempt to restrain Valcinder. So Valcinder needs a DC 15 dexterity saving throw to be restrained. Okay, so Valcinder is. I guess I should move those. Restrained. Restrained. Then he will attack. Armor class 24 for 12, and armor class 15 misses Valcinder, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Garrett had a rope tangling you up.
Would Spirit Guardians damage it?
It's armor class 20 with 20 hit points.
Oh, it's a wisdom saving throw for Spirit Guardians, so it's just damage.
I'm sorry, say that again.
Spirit Guardians is just damage, there's no, attack roll.
Oh, I see what you're saying.
Or like a Radiant Flame or something like that. I don't know if it takes Radiant damage.
I don't see why it wouldn't take damage.
Then I guess I'll Spirit Guardians.
Okay.
Just as a third level. I don't know, I'm rolling the damage now. First guy takes that.
Okay. Anything
Or the
else?
rope. That's
Anything
it.
else from Garrett? Okay. Well, okay. What's his wisdom save? He'll take the full damage. No.
Do you want me to roll again, or just take the 7?
Yeah, we'll just use the 7 for the first one. Then he's going to try to shove Garrett prone and then attack him twice. So I don't think you can beat the 29 athletics check, right?
No. I mean, he already has advantage because I'm restrained.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, but yeah,
Although I suppose I can be prone and restrained.
I guess you could try to restrain someone else. Yeah, that's right. So yeah, you're prone and restrained. So, so armor class 20. Does that hit you?
Yeah, that's my AC.
Okay, for 14 points, and then a 17 will miss.
Yeah.
And then a Constitution saving throw.
Will do.
Okay, and it will be Dryas's turn.
Can I disengage to get in between, like, there without an attack of opportunity?
Uh-huh, yeah.
Okay. And then I'll attack the guy that's right next to me.
Well, there's 3 of them next to you.
Directly to the left.
Yeah, so you give me that one.
Because, yeah, the top one.
Okay.
Get a sneak attack. If I hit.
16, I believe that hits him. Yes, that will hit him. That's exactly what you need to hit.
That's
Nice.
Trying to remember.
And then your sneak attack.
Yeah. Oh, it already rolled the damage. I forgot. Sorry. Let's see.
Another 44 or 46, right?
Isn't it 66?
Or is it 66?
For level 11. If you're full rogue, it's 66. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure about that too.
Yeah.
1, 3, 5, 7, 9, 11. Yep. Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Okay, so another 20.
And
Nice.
Okay.
can I roll my other offhand? Or
You already used your bonus action.
Use the bonus action to disengage.
Yeah.
I thought that
Alright.
wouldn't count as my
You
move.
can still walk away if you want to, because technically you're still in disengage.
Yeah, you can continue moving. Yeah, you can still disengage. That's good for the whole turn.
I'll just stay here. Or,
Okay.
yeah.
Valcinder.
I'm restrained, so is it a strength or athletics? Acrobatics.
It is either a strength or a dexterity check, whichever
Dexterity.
You can say sable check.
you. Okay. And that's okay. So you are no longer restrained.
And I'm going to cast greater invisibility on myself.
Well, it's an action to.
Oh, right, so. If I move, I get 2 attacks of opportunity, so. Yeah, I'm just going to have to try and do a move and hope they miss.
Four.
Yeah, try and move away. So they get
Okay.
attack of opportunity on me, each one.
Okay. They'll take 3 attacks of opportunity. Armor class 18.
I'll use my reaction to dodge that one.
Okay. And then
Oh, damn, I should have used my reaction to reduce the damage of the boulder.
armor class 7 will miss. And Armor class 15.
That's it.
Okay. 15 does or does not hit? Well,
Miss.
okay. Is
Is
that
it
it
half?
for Alcindor?
Yeah, just checking how far I could move away.
Oh.
Not far enough, I don't think.
Jean's turn.
Okay. Let's see. Kind of looking at some of my party members. A few of them are hurt, so I guess as a bonus action, I'm going to go ahead and cast Healing Word on our other bard friend down there, who seems a little bit rattled. So let me see. Healing Word, and it'll just be at first level, just to give it a little boost. Just a nice little, 4 HP.
Thank you.
I'll get up to there, and I'll go ahead and try to take a pop shot at.
No, okay.
I guess that guy.
This guy right here?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm going to take a pop shot at him. Ooh, looks like, yeah! Oh, that's delicious.
Okay. So it's going to be. Yeah, your sneak attack does. Okay, so that's 24.
47.
47. Nice.
Criticals are wonderful.
Yeah, rogues.
Yeah, 47. Yep.
Anything else from Jean?
No, that'd be my movement and my bonus. Yep, that's all of it.
Okay. Well, this guy is going to try to shove Dryas prone.
Does the Spirit Guardians come into effect now?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, the Spirit Guardian first. He'll pick over again. And then, and he'll go ahead and he's going to try to shove Dryas prone and then attack him. Or no, yeah, he's going to try to shove Dryas prone and then attack Garrett.
Okay.
Okay, so Dryas is prone, and then looks like a 23 for 11 points of piercing against Garrett.
Okay.
Do a Constitution saving throw. You got Dryas prone.
Is there no contested roll for shoving someone prone?
Yeah, that's what his 24, the shield bash is.
Oh, okay. I apologize.
Against Dryas is should have been athletics or acrobatic. Dexterity, okay. And Garrett is also prone. And then number four. Okay, so he's got to. He will take some Spirit Guardian's goodness.
Yeah, Spirit Guardians.
Then he'll move up and attack twice. So he's going to crit. So that's going to be 34 piercing.
Ooh.
So DC like 15.
DC 17 for 34. Ooh, with advantage. Yeah.
How much damage did you say that was?
34.
4. Yeah.
And then did you ever roll your Spirit Guardian's damage on him?
Yeah, it's the 13.
Is that the 13? Okay.
Yeah, sorry, I rolled before you rolled.
Okay. Number 1. He'll take some Spirit Guardian goodness. But he's
Oh. Still took a little bit of damage. Nice.
He's going to try to get rid of the Spirit Guardians as well. Armor class 23.
Oh, they both hit, and I'm down.
Oh,
Okay.
bollocks.
So Garrett goes down on the first attack.
Second.
Oh, the second? Okay. And then it will be Garrett's turn. Death save for Garrett.
Death save, yeah. That's a failed death save.
Number 2. Well, he's got a prone Dryas right in front of him. He'll go ahead and attack him. Armor class 23 for 18. And then armor class 23 for 9. And he'll go ahead and move up here next to John. Well, no, he's not going to move up. Yeah. It'll be Dryas's turn. This is where you want him, Dryas.
Exactly.
Suddenly, waiting to talk to the chief doesn't sound like such a bad idea.
No, it does not. It seems like the preferred option now.
Which one's been hit the most?
Top left, I think.
This one right here, he looks like one good hit could take him down.
I've walloped them pretty hard.
Guess I'll attack him.
Uh, 14 will miss. Okay, so that's going to crit.
Nice.
12d6.
And he'll go unconscious.
Well, that's if he's... Yeah. Yeah.
Damn, that was almost
But
all like
actually,
above average.
you don't get your sneak attack against him.
No?
No, because you didn't have advantage and you don't have an ally
He's
crit.
within 5 feet of an enemy, though.
But I'm down.
Yeah, he's unconscious.
He's unconscious, though.
I thought. Ooh. No.
But 11 is enough to take him unconscious, so it doesn't really matter.
Yeah. He's out.
It
More or
says sneak attack is either advantage or they're within 5 feet of another enemy.
Yeah, but the enemy has to be able to threaten them in some way, right? And a body is not not enough to get.
Well, when it's dead, it's more of an object than a body.
Yeah,
I'm not dead.
I don't know.
he's not dead. He's only got one failed death save. But anyway, anything else from Dryas? You knocked him unconscious. 11 was enough to take him down, so you didn't really need the sneak attack. I'm not going to do 93 with the sneak attack.
Okay, so are both bodies on the left of me knocked out then?
Just the one. This guy's still up.
The
This
one with
guy's
the
still up.
axe.
This guy's still up.
This guy's.
Okay, well,
The other 3 are still going strong.
okay, that would mean I should have got my sneak attack, but whatever. I'll try. Can I?
Okay,
get a 20?
all right.
No.
He'll take 57 points of damage and he's still unconscious.
Okay.
He's still dead, bro.
Can I disengage or not?
You used your bonus action to-
have killed him outright.
Yeah.
Okay.
To make the offhand attack.
Yeah, you still have your bonus action left.
No, that's your second attack.
Yeah. The
Oh,
plus
that
one
was-
rapier and then the
yeah,
offhand.
You're right. Yeah, so no, you don't have a bonus action left.
I thought. I don't know if that was a different edition. I thought if you moved, was it up to 10 feet, it could be counted as your move as a disengage.
That's a different addition.
I think you're thinking about the 5-foot adjustment in 3.5, but that is not the case in that 5th edition. You can move all you want to, as long as you don't leave anyone's threat range. But when you leave someone's threat range, then you can get an attack of opportunity, even if it's just 5 feet.
Okay. Doesn't matter. I guess I'll just stay here and take shots for the next round.
Okay, Valcinder.
I'm going to cast Hold Person on all 3 of them, so there's a 4th level spell,
Okay.
and hope it holds at least one of them.
Me too.
15.
Preferably all 3. That would be
Yes.
nice.
I think that's the best option there.
Oh, one's passed. Oh, for heaven's sake.
You know. Yay!
Yeah, that might not save us.
Might
Well,
not.
if you give me
but-
enough, we'll be fine.
and run away.
Valcinder.
I'm going to give Bardic Inspiration to Dry. Is Dry still prone, or
Nope, Dryas
No.
is he stood up.
they're both up at the moment, aren't they? So I'll give Bardic Inspiration to Johan to start off with.
Okay. John has Bardic Inspiration.
Wonderful.
And then it's John's turn.
Okay. Okay. I don't like my positioning now. So I'm gonna use 10 feet of movement here, and another 10. So that's 15 attack of opportunity. So
From?
from the the whole person, he's actually held, so there's no attack of opportunity. So 10, 15, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. So there. I'm gonna go ahead take a pop shot on this guy. While I'm still able to get sneak attack. 14 probably doesn't hit.
Don't use 16 next, then.
I'll roll the thing. What are you at? D10?
14. Remember, you can do your D10
Yeah. So you're at a D10.
extra.
Okay. I'll roll it. The rolls are not with me. Oh yeah. Okay. Yeah, I miss. I'll give her a bardic inspiration, which is my D6. So, be inspired.
Okay.
Do. Be inspired for my failed shot.
Okay, he's going to try to knock Dryas prone and then attack.
It's my turn next, and I have to ignore the save.
Well, yeah. Alright, so you need an athletics or acrobatics check to beat an 18 there, Dryas. You probably want to do that.
Oh yeah.
What is it? I didn't.
And either athletics or acrobatics, whichever's best for you.
Acrobatics. Oh, there it is.
Alright,
Yeah, that's good.
Alright, so 11 misses and a 22 for 11 points of piercing damage.
Yeah. Okay.
Number 4 will try to break free from his hold person. He does not. Number 1, he will try to shove Dryas prone and then attack. So beat a 13 athletics or acrobatics check. You are prone, but a 9
Doesn't reliable, you just always take 10 if you roll lower than 10.
Well, I think that the second attack is going to take an unconscious. Armor class 25 for 16 hit points.
You can reduce it as a reaction because you're a rogue.
Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah, you can uncanny dodge that.
Yeah, you probably want to do that.
I have 1 hit point.
Okay.
That's good.
Another death save for Garrett.
Yeah, there's 2 further saves. Unfortunately, no one's feeling that kind as I am to other people.
I was trying to keep the person with the whole person up.
Okay.
But yes.
Dryas.
Okay. Are they any of them being held?
Yes.
Yes. That one.
Just that one. Okay. I'll attack the one to my left then, I guess, and then.
Well,
then
no,
I'll,
if you hit this guy, it's an automatic critical.
oh, it is?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so it's really nice, and it's advantage. So just
Yeah, you have advantage to hit, and if you hit him, it's an automatic critical.
yeah, it's super deadly.
Okay.
17 will hit.
And roll that 12d6.
Actually, it'd be 13d6 because
Yes, because
Your weapon
oh,
damage.
No, it'd be 12d6
D8.
plus 1d8.
Yeah, because he's on a D8.
Oh, right. 12d6 plus 1d8.
Yep. Oh, this is gonna be beautiful.
A lot of ones.
Mhm.
And then a d8. So
Yeah.
39, 52.
Pretty.
It's still up, though.
And
That's unfortunate.
And
I'd
then,
probably disengage.
yeah, I was gonna. Can I use my extra action to disengage?
okay.
And
30 feet of movement.
3, 15. There you go.
Okay. Get to there. Valcinder.
Right, I'm going to move next to Garrett, avoiding the horrid standing up orcs, and cast a 5th level Cure Wounds on him.
Nice.
Okay. Garrett is awake. Okay. We're actually going to put Garrett back there, though. I'm going to presume that before you cure him, you're going to drag him out from the middle of the orcs.
Yeah. La 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 la. I'll be the target instead.
Is that it? You have a bonus action left if you can do something with a bonus action.
Yeah, I shall give Bardic Inspiration to Dryas for this round.
Okay. John.
Oh, yes. Things are happening here. So I'm gonna step over here to Jais and say, man, you don't look too good, and pop a Cure Wounds on him, and yeah, it's 10 hit points. Yeah. Let's get me roll max. Heal him up a little bit. Then I'm gonna go ahead and take a pop shot at this guy because he's not looking too well either. So.
Cure Wounds is your action.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, damn it! It is. Yes. Okay. So.
Would you
Yes,
rather
yes,
heal
I
him more
apologize.
instead of cure
You don't
wounds?
really need to be healing people.
Yeah, you,
No,
you,
I'm trying to
You
keep.
literally have me in your team.
I know,
Oh,
but I'm worried.
Up 10 isn't going to do anything. These guys hit, at least like 11 around.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
10 isn't really going to do much. 1 is just as good.
Yeah, I would suggest you take back your wounds and try to.
Okay. I'll.
If you kill that one that's
Retract
held.
Garrett's
Yeah.
about to channel divinity and heal people for a lot. I'm
Yeah,
guessing.
everyone's going to be like up to their half.
Yeah.
Okay. So I guess I'll take out. Besides that one, which one looks the worst out of these two?
This guy. Yeah.
Okay.
He's bloodied at this point.
I have no way to really mess him up. Yeah, I guess I'm gonna go in and take out the whole
I'm sorry,
person.
that's wrong. I had their hit points backwards.
Oh.
No, both of these guys are looking pretty good.
Okay.
They're
Yeah,
both-
I'll take.
neither one of them are bloody.
I'll take out the whole person then. Hopefully I hit. Yay.
17.
So another 5d6.
No, you don't crit. You have to be within 5 feet.
Yeah, that's all right. 26,
Okay.
26 is enough to knock him unconscious.
Yay.
Anything
And I
else from John?
I guess I will. Yeah, I'm gonna stay there. Hopefully, soak up a little bit of damage for Jazz.
Okay, number 3. Number 3. Well, I'll move over and attempt to shove John prone and then attack him.
That's unfortunate.
All you gotta be in a roll. Right, so armor class 16 and armor class 10. I don't think either one of those.
Yes, the 16 will hit. Okay.
12 points of piercing.
I will use my reaction to lower that down by half, so
Okay.
only 6.
Right, so he's going to move up here and try to shove John prone and attack him.
That's unfortunate.
He's an armor class 16. I mean, DC 16 acrobatics or athletics.
Oh, unfortunate. Okay.
Shove prone. So armor class
So
25.
minus 11.
for 11, and then a crit for 28.
28. Ooh. Minus 28. I'm not looking too good.
Then it is Garrett's turn. Garrett will fix you.
Yeah, I'll I think everyone's so hurt that Channel Divinity probably won't be as much healing as Mass Cure Wounds. I'll use my Mass Cure Wounds. So everyone gets back 23.
Yay.
Nice.
And then, don't you get some healing from that? Some extra from that yourself?
Yeah, I get 7. So.
Anything else from Garrett?
I'll move as well. I'll move up here. Actually, I'm restrained still.
Oh no!
Or does the restraint drop because they moved away?
Oh no, that's right. Yeah, you still have the rope on you though.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I just keep that. Yeah, I did that, and I'm just I'm here, guys.
Oh, so and actually, yeah. So you're still prone as well.
Yeah, I can't stand up.
Okay, so
Casting when I'm prone.
2. Actually, it looks like he is actually dead at that point. Dryas.
Does my sneak attack work? Cause
Yeah, if you hit proc sneak attack because John is there.
okay. Can I tell which one looks harder hit?
Neither one of them are bloodied.
Okay. I guess I'll just.
The one on the north has a little bit more damage than the one on the south.
Okay, I'll attack the one to the north, I guess.
Okay, roll your sneak attack damage.
Nice.
Now he's blood.
Bloodied or dead?
No, he's still up.
Okay. I'll use my bonus to attack again, or with my offhand.
Okay.
Ooh, nice.
So the crit for 13. Anything else from Dryas?
Do what?
Anything else from Dryas?
No.
Hey, Melcinder.
So I'm going to move across to attack the same one that he's beating up.
That will hit. Those will both hit.
Nice.
That's exactly enough to take one on top. Jean.
Ah, yes. Okay. So, there's this guy here. So I'm going to go ahead and bonus action disengage, kind of run over here, and short bow him. Yeah.
2. Okay.
And that'd be it.
Okay. Let's see. This guy's in here. He can't do that, so he will. Yeah, he'll provoke from Dryas as he runs away.
Mess him up. Yeah.
It's there. Okay, so he takes 11.
He's getting nowhere.
Okay, and what is Garrett going to do from his prone, restrained?
Try and sacred flame the ropes.
Okay, yeah. Alright, so they will disintegrate at that point, yeah.
Wonderful.
And then I'll stand up and.
Well, no, actually, I think Sacred Flame specifically says it has to be a creature, doesn't it?
I'll read it.
Is it a creature or a target?
I don't know. I haven't read it.
Let us see.
Yeah, a creature you can see within range. So you're probably correct. Then I'll melee attack it, I suppose. That probably misses.
Oh,
Yeah, it's armor class 20.
that's unfortunate.
Yeah, I should it's athletics.
Darius.
I guess I'll chase him a little. Does that give me 30 feet?
You can use your cunning action to dash.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay.
So you can get up adjacent to him and still have an attack action to go. Yeah.
Yep. Ooh, nice.
Okay, Balcinder.
Well, looks like we're trying to take him out, so I'll move to get within range for crossbow.
The crit's rolling in today.
Second attack.
I don't think you can if it's
The
reloading.
crossbow.
Oh no, it's reloading, isn't it? That's
Unless you have a crossbow expert. Yeah.
no.
John.
Only one attack.
I move up to her, and since we have an enemy next to him, I'm going to go ahead and short bow.
Okay.
And I horribly miss both times. Just bad. Just bad. No one look.
Alright, so fine then. He's going to take an attack if that dissuades anybody. So he's going to try to shove Dryas prone and then attack him. So it would be 29 athletics or acrobatics. There's a 14 hit Dryas.
14 armor class?
Yeah.
No.
16?
No.
Okay, well then he's just going to surrender at that point. He gives up.
He shoves him prone and then just misses both times. You're like,
He does prone and then drops his spear.
just a prank, bro.
It's just a prank, bro. I'm sorry.
Alright, so what are you going to do with him?
Talk to him.
Yeah.
Okay,
Well, I suppose for Cinder, if he can speak Chainan.
Yeah, they speak Chainan. Chainan is their common language.
Right.
So he said, yeah, he was supposed to keep you from going any further, and then you tried to go further. So.
Well, yeah. Well, we're impatient people. We're not going to just sit here and wait for an indefinite amount of time for just some group of orcs.
And he didn't even give us a time frame. He just left us for God knows how long.
Well, you know, we're fairly important people, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah, so he says, yeah, you're not supposed to go any further.
I think this conversation is going to be very fruitful.
Well, we asked for your leader.
We'll be able to now.
Say that again, I'm sorry?
I think it was, will we be able to now?
No, we will be able to now.
Oh, we will. Okay.
Well, Zilge won't like it if you go any further.
Well, we asked to meet with him, but he's yet to show himself.
Well, no, yeah, you're supposed to wait here for him to come. Yeah.
Like I said, we're not waiting for an indefinite amount of time. We don't have all day.
Well, it's about 2 miles on down this path, so it'll take him. It's a half hour each way to get down there and back. So.
Oh God, that's ages.
Well, we weren't told this.
Exactly.
So, are you? What are you
Our
doing in
bad.
the mountains?
This is
What's
going
your-
to be our new home. We're going to use this as our territory. It's going to be a
For what purpose?
paradise for orcs of all tribes to come together and form an orcish nation.
Okay, but yeah, Orcish Nation. That rings some alarm bells off in my head.
Yeah.
This is a bad place to try and set that up.
Yeah. I don't know if you know this, but there's this place nearby that just really doesn't want that to happen.
Well, we were told that this is a very good place. For that.
From whom?
Well, I don't know that. That Zilge just promised us that. He said that he had allies who had information that this would be one of the few places that we could do it.
In other words, he's being used as bait.
Well, maybe just influenced to annoy us in a way.
Or
Yeah.
influence to be used as bait.
Yeah.
I don't know what you mean by bait.
Well, I understand the word bait, just more of what would they even be bait for? I mean, we're coming out here just to clean house. I mean,
Well, basically, to get us to go this way,
they're
when
trying to
other things could be
distract us.
happening and be causing more problems where we were.
Wouldn't that be more of a misdirection than a bait?
Eh,
But anyways, that's semantics. There's an orc in front of us. Yeah. Oh, so since I'm assuming that, God, I'm trying to think of it. So who's the group of people that you met up with? Because the tracks here says that you met up with another group that is much larger than your own.
Yeah, the leader of the Poison Tusk disappeared in the night, and the remnants of one of their bands has joined us. We're Blood Axes.
Yeah, the leader of Poison Tusk is dead.
Yeah, we kind of killed him.
In case you didn't know.
Well, no, I mean, we didn't know. We kind of suspected that. We didn't know who killed him until now. But
Wait, you didn't know that he was dead?
well, he was supposed to have came to our camp yesterday evening, and then he never showed up. And so then, when it became clear that he wasn't going to come, we packed up and went looking for him, found the remains of his band without him leading them, and then we came here following Zilge.
Huh. I look to the party and say, well, I thought originally that the orcs sent those mechanized things, or constructs.
No, how are orcs going to get mechanized constructs?
I don't know. I assume they stole them or something.
No, you
It's
make
a
them.
crazy world.
You make them,
Oh.
and they serve you in. Yeah, they're not going to do that. Although they did want the orc body. But
Yes.
anyway, I guess we'll just wait. I mean, and
Yeah, I
rest.
guess we'll wait.
How long is it going to take for your leader to get?
Well, about an hour total.
Yeah,
Half an hour there, half an hour back.
Yeah,
That's if he shows up.
Yeah, you've got about 30 to 45 minutes before he'll get there.
Oh, if you guys
so-
want, we can set up an ambush about, 30 minutes up. They wouldn't
I want to
expect
ambush
that.
him.
You want to actually talk to him?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
The Poison Tusk was the bad leader. This guy was a bit more of a, I don't know what the word was.
Reasonable. Yeah, that's right.
What, impressionable? Like,
yeah, impressionable, I think was the word we had.
Yeah. Zilge has only been the leader of the Blood Axes for a few weeks. His father was killed in the Hunting a week ago. He's taken over as the leader of the Blood Axes.
Someone really enjoys their vacuum. Yeah, okay. If you guys want to actually talk to him, that's cool. If you don't mind, I'll just kind of hang in the back. I don't want to get smashed in the face again unless I'm really hurt.
I guess I'll give some healing since we need it.
Yeah, we won't have time for a short rest, so.
Well, if it's an hour there, an hour back. Yeah, it's already been 10 minutes, so...
Oh, right, I forgot.
About half an hour away.
Yeah, so we'll have an hour's rest then, in that case. Then we
Yeah.
can both do our bardic
do we have enough
songs to
time?
give us extra.
Do we have enough time for a short rest?
No, probably not enough time for a short rest. But you could,
Oh, okay.
you could do healing. I mean, you have time for healing.
Okay.
But you won't be able to burn hit dice.
Okay.
Those two for dry ice,
Okay.
and I get back like 6 health.
Okay.
Man, that's so nice. Just getting back out, just like, here, let me heal you. Just a little bit for me.
Yeah, and then 1 for John.
Oh, thank you. So good.
I can make another 3. Looking alright to me?
Huh?
Actually, I can do a prayer of healing. Takes 10 minutes,
Yeah, you'd have enough time for that.
and I'll probably also do that.
And the wounded half-orc says, what about me? I mean, the wounded orc says, what about me?
Oh yeah, what are we gonna...
Sure, he can be included in the prayer of healing.
Oh, well, that's nice of you.
Oh, that is.
Sure,
Okay.
I mean, I'm not here to...
Do we also get the prayer of healing? Just wondering.
Yeah, up to 6 people.
Ooh, wonderful. I am practically up to full. I'm filling...
Yeah, I'm back up to full now.
He is now only slightly bloodied.
Only slightly.
I tell them, we're not here to kill you per se. We're just here to lay some laws down, and what you can and can't do.
Exactly. Oh, D, I'm just wondering. If they're using like the shield master feat, it usually like the wording says that they have to take the attack action and then they could make a bonus action. So wouldn't it be like their first attack determines like just rolls normally, then the bonus action, then the attack with advantage if the shield bash works?
No, you can declare you're taking the attack action and then use the bonus action prior to taking the attack. If
Okay.
you committed yourself to the attack action when you make the shield bash.
Okay.
Yeah, that is in one of the rules clarifications. And
Yeah, Jeremy Crawford says something about that.
yeah,
Okay, that's nice.
As with most bonus actions, you choose the timing, so the shield master shove can come before or after the attack action.
and that's also true for things like Polearm Master. You can decide to take your bonus action attack before your regular attacks, but once you take the bonus action,
You are committed to taking the attack action.
So if you don't have a valid target, then you just lose your action.
Yeah.
Alright.
Okay, so about an hour, well, slightly less than an hour, since you waited 10 minutes. You see, so this is a curious troop. There's an orc, but he looks a little bit fancier, like he's wearing breastplates, and it looks like he actually takes the time to polish his breastplate. But behind him are the noticeably unclean poison tusks. He has 4 poison tusks with him. And he sees the 3 dead orcs around you and says, oh, and he's speaking Larian as well. I guess you got a little impatient there, or my guys got a little impatient. Someone got impatient.
Yeah, a bit of both, I'd say.
Yeah.
We weren't informed this would take so long, so we decided to have a bit of a track ourselves.
Well, those types of things happen when you mix orcs and non-orcs. Yeah.
It was a misunderstanding. There's a
Yes,
language barrier and all that.
Well, they were good men, but what can I say? Oh well.
I mean, if you've got the gold and the time, I can resurrect them.
Maybe.
Not today, but another day.
So you have entered what we now officially declared Orc homeland.
See, like, what do you intend to do in the mountains?
Well, it's my understanding that these humans to the south of us in Musklageta, that they are for some reason exempt from the requirements of the One True Faith, and that they can form alliances as they see fit. And we have a benefactor who intends to use that to establish an orcish homeland here, where orcs from hundreds of miles around can come and thrive together.
But under what, the banner of Musklageta?
Well, no, under the banner of the Blood Axes. But we would be allied with Muscovite. That would be.
I mean, I've had troubles with orcs in the past. I don't know if you know of the last orc attempt at like a homeland in the south.
Yeah, the Red Blades were a threat to the southern. They came out of the Farwood, yeah.
So I don't want that to happen again. Is there any way you can assure that?
Well, I mean, I can't. Like, what do you mean make sure of that?
Well, I want an alliance where you don't end up trying to go for conquests for something bigger than just your homeland.
Well, it's kind of the nature of orcs to.
I know this is my problem.
But what would be the harm of the orcs expanding to the north, and if we were helping to protect Muscogeta's
because you'd because perhaps maybe you'd be a bit more greedy than you might usually be, and then try and overstep your bounds. He's going to keep you in check.
Well, yeah, I mean, so that is the nature of politics, right? That factions grow and wane in strength, and you have to renegotiate.
I know, but I want someone more reliable than perhaps just orcs.
Well, no, I mean, the orcs are going to respect the strength, and then they expect to be have the same consideration by those who are weaker than them. I mean, if you're weaker than us, then we're going to expect tribute. Yeah, that's the way the cosmos is structured.
All right, then I guess we would expect tribute from you.
Well, what kind of tribute would you expect?
I don't know at the moment, but I'm sure we can think of something.
I mean,
I suppose just the protection is enough.
You know, we are orcs. We've been oppressed for generations, but once we have a secure homeland, we can probably use that as a base for raiding the communities to the north, and could, you know, give you a cut of the loot that we bring back.
I don't really. 3 crime is not really like what I want here. I want prosperity 4, not just some.
I mean, okay, I don't think you understand what it means to be an orc then, exactly. I mean, first of all,
that's correct.
We're not sitting on some fertile farmland here, right? It's only useful for certain purposes, like as a base for raiding to the north. But that would be good for Musklageta, right? That way we could ensure that there's never a threat that emerges from the north. We can make sure that those entities to the north are so weak that they'll never threaten Musklageta.
So what sort of threats are there in the north?
Well, you never know what's. I mean, the Totharian Empire is to the northeast, and then further to the northwest is the remnants of the Empire of Dakar. That's always generating different nefarious plots. But the point is that we could secure the north. Musklageta would never have to worry about the north. I mean, why does Musklageta care what happens to a bunch of human settlements to the north?
I suppose Musklageta wouldn't care, but I do. Although I suppose some sacrifices must be made in ways.
For the greater peace.
I mean, we're not going to go out and just annihilate anybody. If you go out and annihilate villages, then they can't. I mean, you get the immediate loot, but they can't
produce more loot.
That's right. Right. They may have enough corn to feed you for one season, but what are you going to do the next season? So you have to. I mean, we will tax them, but we're not going to destroy them.
Okay.
I like that his word. I like how he used the word tax. What he actually means, go there and pillage. Like, that was a clever little word replacement there.
And another question: I think we spoke to some of your soldiers before about someone coming into your village and talking to you.
That's correct. Yeah, this idea is not my own. It comes from a very odd, kind of like a mechanized man who approached me a couple of weeks ago with this course of activity. Apparently, he's had a. Well, that's not apparently. We know for a fact. Like we formed our village at the entrance to what he's been calling home for who knows how many years.
Oh, what, in your old home?
Yeah, the suggestion that he made, and that appears to be working out for us, he suggested that I negotiate with the Poison Tusk and that we form a common village located at the entrance to his compound or lair or whatever you want to call it. It's a subterranean. All I've ever seen is his audience chamber, but it's clear that it goes much deeper.
Who is this person?
His name is Randamonius.
What is he? You said a sort of mechanized suit of armor?
I thought that he was just like a big suit of armor when I first met him, but he is exceptionally elaborate in his thinking for just a suit of armor.
Have you seen flesh or bone, a face?
No, he appears purely mechanical to me.
How does he talk to you? Is it telepathically or?
No, he's able to communicate normally. He has sort of a metallic sound to it, but he's definitely able to.
Oh, that's.
I get the impression that he's not from these parts.
No.
What do you think his intentions are?
Yeah, so his intentions are that we form an orcish nation and that would be a barrier for him as well. Not only would it protect Musklageta's northern territory, but it would also be a security for him, so that no one could openly enter his compound. I don't know exactly what he's protecting down there, but his primary concern seems to be against intruders to his subterranean area.
Well, we were attacked by four suits of armor. They couldn't talk, but I assume they're related to him.
Yeah, so he is almost always accompanied by an entourage of some sort of flying metal creatures.
Cool.
They differ. They're different at different times, but he almost always has some with him. Yeah. So that doesn't surprise me that if he viewed you as a threat, that he would send them to deal with you in some fashion.
Well, obviously, if there was to work out some kind of alliance here, we'd obviously have access to go see this person.
Well, if you guarantee me that you have no harmful intent towards him, then yeah, I don't have a problem letting you pass.
Harmful intent is only there whenever it is first implied to us.
Yes, I mean, it's not implied. We don't have any implied harmful intent, but situations change.
Yes, we won't go in there meaning to attack him, but if he turns hostile to us, obviously we'll have to defend ourselves. We are mostly here to gather information.
Well, obviously we work for Musklageta. We're here as a enforcement to protect it. To protect it.
Well, that's great, because clearly and truthfully, neither the Blood Axes nor now the Poison Tusks intend to be a threat to Musklageta. Just the opposite, in fact, right? We want to form a northern barrier to anything that could be a threat to Musklageta.
I think you'll be a better leader than the Poison Tusk's leader was.
Oh yeah, who knows what happened to the Poison Tusk leader?
Who knows?
Who knows?
No one knows.
The Poison Tusks are a hard group to maintain discipline among. They have a lot. They're very clannish, and they have a lot of interfamilial rivalries. They've never been able to form groups larger than 4 or 5 families, so it will be a challenge to get a very significant force of Poison Tusks to work alongside us. But but I think I'm up to the challenge.
If you don't mind me asking, why do they call them poison tusks?
Well, somewhere along the way, they were either blessed or cursed, or but well, first of all, they have tusks, but they have the ability to generate poison as a byproduct of their bodily functions that they then incorporate into combat.
Would that be usable as weapons? As like coating?
Some of them are able to empower their weapons with poison. Yeah, some of them, their spit imposes a poison on others. Yeah.
Well, I was just wondering, we have a rogue here, and he might want some of your poison.
Well, their poison is very short-lived, like on the order of, a few seconds at most. So it would be difficult to extract it and then keep it potent for any length of time. You might, if you have some sort of alchemical background, you might be able to.
Not personally, no.
I may. Give me one moment. Let's see, where would that be? Trying to find the right box. Yeah, Poisoner's Kit. I'm proficient in it, and I have one. So, yeah, if that's a thing that you guys want to do, 100% can do.
Well, just that might be useful for some of you. You can coat ammo in that as well.
Yeah, I guess. Yeah, if they're willing, then I'd be more than glad to take some.
Okay, yeah, if you want to take a short rest and attempt that with
the milking of the poison tusks.
Well, this particular group of poison tusks, you would be able to, if you, let's see, where's it at?
Yeah, I guess we can come to some kind of agreement.
Yeah, seems for the most part, they want peace. But most importantly, they want
I would say that exactly.
Yeah.
They're willing to focus their violence in a different direction.
Exactly.
Okay, so yeah, so it would be a DC 20 poisoner's kits to get some to render some poison. You would have 4 shots at it. So,
okay, let's do it then.
I can give you an inspiration for 1.
Okay, I'll grab that then. So first roll. Yeah. I'll use inspiration. This may be the only one that I get close to. Okay, cool. At least grab one. Next one. Unfortunate. Next. Oh, that's not going to be good. And then last one. Oh my god! Oh my god! Oh.
Right, so the usage of this, you get a vial, and you could either coat it on a weapon, and then let me show you what the effect would be. This would proc for 3 hits or on 3 pieces of ammunition. You can either do this, so hit something, a DC 13 Constitution saving throw, or it would be poisoned for a minute. Or, as an alternative use, would be to throw it like a grenade, and you could achieve this effect. So you could use it either one of those ways. You could either coat a weapon, and it would be good for 3 hits on the first usage, or as a bonus action, you could launch it up to 30 feet, and it would explode against one creature, and it would be a DC 13 Constitution save or be poisoned for a minute.
Okay, cool.
Okay, so Yeah, he will escort you to the entrance to Randamonius's sanctum. Are we ready to do that?
Yes, I'm sorry.
Okay.
There's just noise going on outside, so I have my mic muted.
Does anyone want to do anything before you enter the body chamber?
I don't think there's anything extra I can do beforehand.
I'll read you the description of the audience. Don't need that. Don't need that. Okay, so the circular chamber has been excavated from stone. There's a trap door which opens to the surface, and then there is a hole in the floor. And then there is, looks like there's an area over here where you can, where guests wait. There's a conference table. There is a table over here that has foods that typically are going to be able to endure for a great deal of time, like dried fruits and dried meats. And they look like they've been there for a while, but they still look like they would be good. But they, you know, it's not like a fresh buffet.
So, if I were to coat the arrows, how long would they last?
They would last a minute. Yeah.
A minute? Okay.
Same thing with a weapon. Yeah. After being coated, it'll be able to last a minute.
Okay.
Okay. So, are you going to do anything while you're waiting?
I'm good.
No, I'll wait.
Okay. Then, after a few minutes, from this hole, you know what a warforged is? You guys know what warforged is? It was a race from Eberron. They're basically humanoids that are machines, right?
Yeah.
Like living constructs.
Yeah, constructs that were given like sentience.
That's right. They have full sentience. So from this hole, a rather handsome-looking figure flies up and lands there and says, "Yeah, you're not orcs. You've never experienced anyone but orcs here before. What is it that brings you here?"
We're here to learn what are your dealings with these orcs?
The orcs are going to form a protection for us until our numbers are great enough that we can defend ourselves.
So you plan to use them, and after they serve their purpose, what then?
The creator expects that eventually we will be strong enough so that they are vassals and will be part of a larger empire dedicated to our purposes.
What are your purposes?
Randamonius, the creator, is unclear on what his eventual goals are. Right now his focus is on getting enough of us up and running to form a viable core. We represent the more perfect creations that he has been able to accomplish to date, and he needs more of us. The lesser creations either were lacking in the ability to construct formal thoughts, or not strong enough in combat, or a variety of other problems. But he says that we are his true children, that we are now created in his likeness.
Can we not meet with him?
He is not here today.
Oh, okay.
Where is he?
We do not know where he goes when he leaves. All we know is that he has been known to disappear into the lower chambers where we are not allowed to go, and will be gone for sometimes a week at a time. He left yesterday after ensuring that the orcs had set up their village properly. Oh yeah, by the way, you came through an orc village to get here.
Yeah, I would imagine so.
And said he would be back shortly, but shortly can mean different things to him. He measures time in a much different way than us. He's been around for much longer.
Is he a warforged like you?
We are created in his image, yes.
Oh, right.
He has qualities that we do not seem to share, but we look very much similar. Yeah.
So, how does one make a warforged?
Well, we go to the creator and say we would like more Warforged, and then
All right.
a few days later there's another Warforged.
Do you not know how one's made? Like, assuming it requires a soul.
We do not know how he creates us. It is.
Do you have any memories before you were created?
My memory goes no further back than 13 days.
Whoa.
I came to you 13 days ago.
So he's in the portal in the floor. Is that it?
That's where he came out of. Yeah. That's the only exit you see.
Is he flying? Did he fly out of the hole?
He flew out of the hole. Yeah.
Oh, God, that's so cool.
So is it dark down there?
It is dark. Yes.
So I assume we're not allowed down there, right?
And all of Randomoni's creations have the ability to fly. We wouldn't be functional in his sanctum if we couldn't fly.
Well, that's quite a feat.
Randomonius is an amazing entity. Yes.
Can you not contact him?
I have no way to contact him. No. I'm in charge of organizing the upper chamber in his absence, but I have no way to contact him.
Would it be alright if we were to wait here for him?
I have no problem with you waiting here. It will be, I have no idea how long shortly is to him. My impression is that a short amount of time to him may be 4 or 5 years, but he's usually back within a few days.
The last time he shed a short amount of time, how long was he gone?
A few days. But there have been times before I was here that he apparently was gone for months on end.
Well, I suppose we can wait for a few days. With locate creature, you just need the name. Describe or name a creature that is familiar with you. Oh, why does it has to be familiar with you? I guess. I don't really know what that term means. Like, how familiar do you have to be?
Heard about him, know what he looks. I mean, we know what he looks like. It doesn't say you have to meet him, right?
Well, I can name a creature, but I mean, I'm not exactly familiar with him, but I wouldn't know what that would mean.
But the other thing is, what is the range on it?
1,000 feet.
Yeah. So.
But if he's nearby, it could locate him.
Literally on the other side of the door.
Yeah, not that far.
Oh, far enough that he could be within, like, I don't know, some sort of sanctum nearby.
Oh yeah, does anyone have a scrying spell?
No.
Oh, really? Yeah.
No.
Well, I'm okay with waiting.
Yeah, I guess we might as well wait then. I just hope that his plans aren't nefarious.
They sound a little conquering.
Agreed. waiting to build a big enough force so that they're no longer needed.
Yeah.
Okay, so you're going to wait.
I guess, yeah. I guess in that time, I guess, do you guys even want to discuss that? It really seems conquerish, right?
I
Well,
take
this
it the
guy
Warforged stays here, or does he fly back down in the floor?
Well, this depends on what you're going to do. If you're going to wait, he's going to go back to his kind. He's not going to wait.
Yeah, we're planning to wait. In the time that we're waiting, I guess we're going to discuss.
So what's down there? I'll ask him.
Yeah, so we live on the next level, which is about 50 feet down.
There's like not a ladder or anything, right?
There's what? I'm sorry?
Like not a ladder or anything. It's just
No.
a hole in the floor.
Just a hole.
I have plenty of rope.
It's a 10-foot across, roughly circular hole.
Would you have issue with us going down there?
Oh no, you have to wait here until Randomonius arrives. He's never allowed anyone out below his audience.
Have you
Then
ever seen
again,
him
you've never
fight?
seen anything other than orcs before.
I mean, anything other than his creations, right? Yeah. So well, that's true. It's only been orcs so far, but it's clear that he doesn't want anyone exploring his sanctum. Like we're not even allowed to go below the second level.
How many are there of you?
There are 4 of us currently. The
Okay.
first was created about 3 weeks ago, and then there was another one created about 6 days ago. So there appears to be about one of us a week coming into existence.
Are you aware of what are those things we thought called?
Warforged?
Horned
Helmed
Horned
horrors.
Helmed horrors. That's it.
Yeah, so you describe it to him. He says, yeah, those are some of his earlier creations. The Helmed Horrors, those constructs apparently were very good at following instructions, but lacked the ability to improvise or form opinions of their own or strategies outside of their narrow instructions. But we are more perfect than they are. We are closer to Randomonius's true image.
Okay. I guess
I
we'll
think
wait then.
he's been with us for a few minutes now, hasn't he? Chatting away.
Yeah.
Good. Yep. We'll wait then.
Okay, well then you will fly down into the hole.
I shall. What do you think about dressing up as Warforged?
I don't think it'll work
Yeah, I mean,
because we can't fly.
well, that could be alleviated, but
Or I mean, you cast a spell then you fly him. It's pretty obvious.
very true. But there's only 4 of them. When the 5th arrives, I think suspicions will be raised. It's not as if we can blend into a crowd.
Well, probably not you, no.
But you have a spare suit of like full armor. Or 2 spare suits of full armor.
Me personally, no.
Because
No.
I assume Warforged are they basically suits of armor?
No, it's more like a
Like a golem.
brass statue type thing.
Yeah.
All right.
Was he wearing armor though?
He was not wearing armor, no.
Okay, so he's just a naked warforged just walking around. Wonderful.
I suppose I can don't know, divination. And ask him where Randomonius is.
Very true.
Okay. Randomonius.
Or what is he doing? Actually, no, wait.
Oh yeah, you might want to get the right question first. Yeah.
A single question.
Well, that's what I mean. All right, what do you want to know?
I'll ask
Where
him.
he is or what he's doing? Can you ask what his plans are, or is it only like a limited knowledge thing?
Ask a single question concerning a specific goal, event, or activity to occur within 7 days.
Okay. So you could ask, like, when will he arrive? And if it's not known within the next 7 days, then no
He's
answer.
not coming back in the 7 days, yeah.
Okay.
It doesn't take into account possible like circumstances that might change.
Okay.
I'll ask him. Where is he?
Okay, so Randamonius is in a separate location, about 20 miles south of your location.
That's far.
Yeah. So all the way on the other side of Musklageta.
Oh, what, like lower than Dimgaard, or not Dimgaard? What am I about?
Like underground or above ground?
No, what's the city called again?
Musklageta?
No, the one that we were at for ages.
Oh no, Odile is several hundred miles away.
Oh, hundreds. Okay.
Yeah, so Musklageta is about 3 miles south of here, and then Randamonius is underground at a location about 20 miles south of here.
I think that's where we should head.
Yeah. Well, I assume since he can fly and he can traverse places much easier than us, that by the time we would even get there, would he not already return if he is planning to?
If he's away for a number of days,
Well, if
maybe
you,
not.
yeah, it's entirely up to you if you're able.
Just to refresh your memory, the Seneschal, who has yet to be named, he explained to you that Randamonius disappeared to the lower levels. He didn't exit through the.
There's probably some sort of portal.
Yeah.
Very true.
More like teleport or whatever, but yeah.
Yeah. Circumterpretation or whatever.
I can also commune as I got to 5th level, although I probably wouldn't have prepared that. I definitely.
I mean, it's entirely up to you guys. I'll roll with you on, but I mean, if we head out, then probably tomorrow ask where he is. Like, this way, eventually we know when to turn around or something. I don't know.
We can just wait. It's fine. It's not a big deal.
Yeah. So, yeah. Last time he was only gone 3 days. Hopefully, it's the same. I guess. So I guess we wait for 3 days or so and see what happens from there. We got various reactions and whatnot.
Okay, so you're going to wait?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, so then about 4 hours later, up flying through the hole appears a much better looking, so roughly the same design as the Seneschal, but this one seems to be much better constructed. And he says, so my child told me that you were waiting here for me. Because I wasn't really ready to make contact with your kind yet. There were other things I wanted to do beforehand, but it appears that opportunity has presented itself to us. So
Yes.
And just so you know, he flies out of the hole, and then what looks like 3 other constructs appear to be surrounding him, but not in front of you, but like behind him. Let me put them on.
Yeah.
What kind of
An
construct?
entourage kind of thing. Just like, hey, if something happens here.
So these look like shield guardians, but not the type of shield guardians that you would have read about. Like these look like they're more like shield guardians in progress.
So like semi-made.
Yeah, like they probably don't have the full abilities you would expect from a typical shield guardian.
Good.
Oh,
Because that's
They're
the
strong.
so they're like, it's like he's still working on them. Does it look like they could possibly become the the Warforge? Like, is it like an in between stage, or is he specifically working them to?
No, this looks like a completely different design.
Does he have the amulets then on him?
He has what looks like could be amulets embedded in his skeletal framework, like actually have been engraved into his brass makeup.
Is he wearing clothing or armor of some kind?
He is wearing a tunic, but no visible armor, and
Interesting.
he does have a shield and a long sword.
Okay. Huh. Well, yes, I guess this will be the first contact. What are your plans here? Why do you hide in secret?
So he explains that he arrived here long ago by your standards, although it was, I was already several hundred years old. We were on an expedition into what I believe was a plane of the abyss. The leader was kind of unclear on exactly where we were gone. Encountered some things, and they cast banishment on me, and I wound up near here when it was all said and done. So I don't know exactly where I'm from originally.
Well, this must be your home plane.
Yeah, but it's got to be somewhere on this plane. So I spent a long time looking for some way back home, and eventually gave up, and have decided that really my best alternative is to turn this into a suitable home for me.
So do you have any allies or anything, or are you just running this operation solo?
Well, so that occurred several decades ago, and then I found this area, which I believe was probably the home or workshop of some secret ancient entity, because it's been here for a long time before I co-opted. I didn't build this area.
Oh, I see.
But I began to experiment with constructs, trying to make something that I would be able to affiliate with. And my work has steadily improved over the years. So.
He really wants to integrate.
So you send the Helm Taurus after us?
Well, so the Helm Horrors, I didn't know that they had attacked you. They were instructed to keep anyone from interfering with the Orc rendezvous. So if they attacked you, it's because they perceived you as a threat to that process. But they can be a little obtuse. They can be a little literal in their following of instructions.
Okay, that's understood.
Seems like there's a lot of misunderstandings happening.
Well, it did kill two. It did kill two of us here, but I mean.
There's been a little bit of a lack of diplomacy between the orcs and the town. It might have been a good idea to start that way.
So I've been now in this area for several decades, and what I've come to realize is that your one true fate is very hostile to most other races. I've seen the gnomes' population dwindle to only a few hundred, and the orcs are constantly being hounded by them, and they have to fight back, and so forth and so on. However, these guys in Musklageta, they seem to have the ability to avoid repercussions from your one true faith and its inquisition. So I believe if I could present a strong enough force to them, they would be willing to recognize and protect us. And the enticement for the orcs would be this would be an orcish homeland. Yeah.
So your greater design is that you would defend the name. Musklageta, and they would defend you from everyone else.
That's right. So right now my goal is to find a secure, to establish a secure sanctum where I can continue with my process.
Is it possible for me to insight this person?
Yeah, you can make an insight check.
Because we're asking about his specific goals and everything. Oh, not too great, but...
Maybe this one.
Yeah, so he has a little bit of a mad scientist feel to him. Like, he probably doesn't care. He doesn't care whether orcs are evil or not, right? It's more like, what is their function to him?
End to a means.
Yeah.
Quite pragmatic.
Okay.
But you don't have any. You're not allied with anyone else, right? You are just on your own.
That's correct. I have no other allies at the moment.
If I may ask, where do you go?
Well, actually, no, that's not true. I have no other external allies. I have the ability to call upon other resources.
What do you mean?
Well, I'm not the first entity to find himself unceremoniously cast in Dimgaard from some other place. And I have managed over time to form some agreements with other entities which have shared similar faiths and have the similar concerns, and but most of those are so well, like me, they would be so alien that not even the humans in Musklageta could recognize them as potential allies, right? I need something that at least resembles creatures that the one true faith could recognize as peers.
Okay.
The one true faith bears a lot.
Serve that function.
So how did you come into contact with these other beings?
Well, you wander around for 80 or 90 years and you just bump into them.
All right.
If I may ask, you have no more grand ambitions than just to live in peace here?
Well, I'm an adventurer at heart, although I'm not as impatient as most of you short-lived adventurers tend to be.
Wait. I'm a human after all. I only live for, say, 90 years.
Now, see,
At best.
I've been in Dimgaard longer than you've been alive.
Huh. Okay. Who are these other entities that you speak of? Do you plan to bring them here?
At the moment, they seem content living in the shadows where I met them, as I have lived for the past, I've been in this location for the past 30 years working on my constructs, so I felt no compulsion to expand beyond that.
So how do you make the constructs?
Well,
I'm not asking trade secrets, but
there's a great deal of experimentation. I tried just working with empowering metal for some time, and got fairly good at that. Then there was a phase I went through where I tried to take other living creatures and try and splice them together into something. That didn't work out as well as I'd hoped. And then finally, through a combination of sculpting and blacksmithing and some harnessing of the fundamental forces of the universe, just within the past month, arrived at something that is beginning to resemble what I would hope they would be in the end.
But this doesn't involve like a sacrifice, right?
Not anymore. There was a period where
yeah.
that was required, but no, to create a warforge, no one has to die now.
Okay, that's good to know.
Better than most magical weapons.
Agreed.
True.
That's actually so bad. Like, to get a weapon, people have to die. Make a warforge. Nah, it just takes a little time.
Would you be able to create armor? Like, really good armor?
Maybe. He would have to experiment for a while. But
well, that could be your trading contribution to Musklageta. Is if you were to lend your talents with the steel.
to possibly start off creating a trade agreement.
Yes.
Oh well, yeah, sure. He would be all for that. Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I was leaning towards. If it wasn't implied enough. Yeah, I think. I was expecting like some super evil stuff here. It seems.
It's
Seems
no
on the
more
up and
evil
up.
than the one true faith.
Yeah. I mean, despite the fact about the orcs, just raiding people, but in all honesty, it's not that bad. A lot of miscommunication happened originally.
Have you ever came into contact with any of the followers of Gratz?
No. Mm-mm.
Okay.
Why, do you think they would be a good resource for him?
No.
No.
Quite the opposite. They're against us. I just wondered if they ever came into contact with you.
No. I have been discovered by explorers and adventurers at different points in time, usually with very hostile intent, but I have always been able to overcome and survive them.
I assume you'd be against us looking further down on deeper floors, right?
I mean, I don't particularly mind you looking at the lower floors. I don't have anything there that I am concerned about. I would caution you that you may find things that you view as disturbing. But yeah, if you want
Well, I'd like to investigate if you don't mind.
Yes, if we were able to put them at ease that nothing nefarious is going on down there, then you would only build your case stronger that we could live in coexistence.
he will show you the lower levels if you want to.
All of them?
This guy's so
Okay.
Okay.
I have rope if like.
Well, they can carry you.
Oh, very true.
Yeah,
That's fine.
Is it
sounds
normal
so weird.
Is it normal for all these creatures to fly?
Say that again. I'm sorry.
Is it normal for all of your constructs to fly, or like?
Every construct I build can fly. Yes.
But that's different than all the other constructs, right? Or
Right.
Like
That's not something that I've seen typically, but it was necessary for the sanctum that I inherited here. I needed them to be able to fly in order to because we're vertical, right? This doesn't spread out; it spreads down into the.
Yeah, and I get that, but it's just is that not a lot of effort to make them fly?
Yeah, to just innately make them fly.
I mean, I can fly, and I have the ability to harness magic, and so I could instill them with flight. It was not trivial, but it wasn't the hardest challenge. The hardest challenge for me was to instill in them a sentience, so that they could actually think and act independently and form their own moral judgments. And right, that was the hard part. But simply empowering them, that was just a matter of finding the right magic.
So is this some sort of like forge you've got that you make them?
I do have a forge. It is not located in this area. I have a teleportation circle on the lowest level. I can use.
Yeah. I did divine that the location you were in was somewhere else.
Correct. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Okay. Yeah, I guess we'll go see what's up on the lower floors.
Okay. So, is there anyone who's opposed to allowing either Randomonius or a Shield Guardian to carry you?
No.
Okay.
They fly us over lava pits and drop us in. Problem solved.
Okay, so the next level down is a living area for the four forges that he's created so far. And you can tell from the number of beds that he intends to create several more.
Yes.
He is limited in his ability to do so by the amount of resources he can accumulate and the rate at which he can channel the energy he needs to empower them.
Wondering, because I'm guessing the rest of them are here since they can't go lower. Do they look different, or do they all look the same? Is there like a progression in humanity in their facial features or anything?
They look like Randamonius is an exquisite creature.
Does he know who made him?
We could ask.
Well, his ancestry goes back in his home realm many thousands of years, and they were originally created to carry on wars for a sentient races, for several sentient races there. But then the wars ended, and they lacked purpose, and either they evolved their own moral code with their own purposes and became what he is, or they killed each other out. So the surviving Warforged all became sentient beings with their own motivations, and fully functioning creatures. But he knows the races that created him, but not necessarily the specific person that created him.
All right. So what race was it then?
They were human, but in a different place, not in Dimgaard. Yeah.
Okay.
And so he's trying to re-engineer that process, right, using himself as an example mostly. And so the Warforged that he's managed to create resemble him greatly, but more like an inexact, slightly inferior copy.
Do Warforged take healing like normal people do?
Warforged do not heal normally. They have to be they have to receive some sort of energy to regenerate. And Randamonius, just so you know, he requires lightning to heal.
Oh,
so does he like cast lightning bolt on himself, and that's how he heals?
He doesn't have the ability to cast lightning bolt, but he does have the ability to cast shocking grasp. And shocking grasp himself.
That's amazingly wonderful.
Wow, that's a cantrip. That's a cantrip. You could just instantly heal yourself, like within minutes.
Well, it's only a D6 at a time, though, so it's a long process.
It's a long process.
It's a long time to heal. But,
6 seconds to cast, but
well, it depends which level, right? Does it not go up? So it'd be like 2d6.
Oh yeah, it goes up with levels, so it does. Yeah, it's actually not too bad. So like at our level, it'd be like what, like 3d6?
That's right. Yeah, it goes up 5, and it goes up at 5 and 10. I believe that's right.
I think it's 5 and 11,
5 and
right?
9,
You kind of follow. Oh, 5 and 9. Ooh.
I think every time you increase your proficiency, it increases your cantrip. I might be wrong about that, but I think that's right. Close. That's all right.
Yeah. With Sacred Flame, it's 5, 11, and 17.
Oh, yeah, that's what it will be for all of them then.
Yeah, because I think it follows the same path as the fighter's extra attack.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Right, so I was wrong with that. So anyway, he has the capacity to heal himself, but it does take him a while if he's severely damaged. Okay, so then things get interesting, because the next is his lab, and you can see there are. Well, I'll read you the text here. It has a 20-foot ceiling. There are openings in the floor and the roof. It's lit by braziers. Many tables are scattered around this room. On some are open volumes, and on others, humanoids are in various stages of dissection. Yeah, this is kind of like where I've been experimenting, trying to figure out the essence of being a sentient creature, and trying to replicate that. And there are also 4 creatures here that look like he's taken body parts from various humanoids and created some sort of creature from them.
So a bit like flesh golems.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, these look like flesh golems, not fully developed flesh golems. Again, like he hasn't perfected it yet. Like there's probably some form of lesser flesh golem.
So do you take these creatures forcibly?
Well, some of them were adventurers who tried to kill me and take my stuff, and I was able to turn it on them. And then some of them, I had to find people that wouldn't be missed, you know.
Like hobos?
There are a couple of gnomes around. I'm going to miss a couple of gnomes. And,
See,
I warned you before we came down here that you might find it disturbing.
I understand that, but
you don't really do this anymore, right?
No, I don't have to do any more experimentation here.
Okay, that's good.
But to make some of these flesh golems, you would need human body parts, right?
Not necessarily humans. I would need body parts from fleshy creatures.
So you could take like a little itty squirrel somewhere.
These flesh golems I created, a decade ago, thinking that they could serve my purpose, and those turned out to be insufficient. They're I mean, they're not bad, but they're not going to be as good as Warforged. They're basically fleshy automatons.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Well, none of this work's new, then.
Yeah, none of it looks like it's been here for less than a month or so.
Doesn't seem to be that much worse than knights demanding bodies as trophies, to be brutally honest.
Yeah.
And we agreed to that.
Yeah.
Well, that was after we was attacked by orcs, wasn't it?
Yeah, but still using the bodies for something else.
Well, yeah, but that's after they were assailants that were killed, and they took the bodies. This guy is taking alive people.
Most of them were assailants.
Well, yeah, I don't think that I'm going to need any more people. I mean,
Oh God, those words. Quantify for his side. He's like, I probably won't need to just kill more people.
I would hate to lie to you. I mean,
well, you're incredibly honest, and that's.
I'm going to live for several thousand years, and I can't look that far into the future and tell what my eventual needs might be. But right now, I don't anticipate needing any other actual body parts.
So does this go further then?
Yeah. Next down is an armory, and this holds four of the helmed horrors, similar to the ones that you defeated, as well as a variety of weapons and armor.
This is just normal weapons and armor.
Say that again.
Just normal, like nothing special.
Yeah. There's actually something else that would be noticeable. So the barracks where the other Warforged were existing, that is very well arranged. Like hospital corners on the beds, and chairs are at fixed positions around the table. But as you have moved further down, there's much more randomness in the furnishing. Much less thought has been put into the positioning of this. More like just like this looks like a good enough space for it. And that's the case here too. Like the weapons racks and tables are not orderly arranged; they're just sort of scattered around the room.
I'll ask you, is this how you found it, or is this just how it came to be?
Well, this space is really only for me. I don't need to share it with any other. I mean, the Helm Horrors, they're just basically mindless servants, so they don't care how things look. And my natural state is much more disorderly than you would typically subject house guests to. And I'll warn you before we go down this last hole that it may be disturbing, and the entities that we are going to encounter there are very sensitive and can be prone to taking things the wrong way. So,
okay, would you like to explain that in a bit more detail?
Yeah.
Well, so yeah, these guys were originally tasked with protecting these chambers, in particular the bottom chamber.
So they existed before you?
Yeah.
Well, like before you came
here. But I was able to, through negotiations and interactions over the span of several decades, I was able to come to an arrangement with them, and we are now, comfortable with each other, at least as comfortable as you can get. But I will tell you that these guys seem a little bit off mentally. Like they've also they were brought here from some alien plane, and they don't even know what plane they're from. And it was disorienting for them, and they can be a little sensitive.
So do you know what they are like?
You would probably refer to them as spectators, which are like little beholders. Right?
Oh, all right.
Oh, those little green guys. Okay.
So,
yeah, those guys suck.
So I guess that would mean they have a master, right?
they have 4 eye stalks each, and
I just imagine them as like moody teenagers. What did
So
you
they would
say,
have a
Bobby?
master. Or they were summoned, I guess.
yeah. So yeah, they were summoned here and bound to 101 years of service, which they completed a short time ago, a few months ago. And in particular, they were protecting a lot of the information I needed in order to complete my final iteration of Warforged.
All right. Do they know who bound them?
They were bound by a wizard who I tried to look up and was unable to find. If he is still alive, he did not return before the end of the 101 years to reclaim his library. And like I say, so I spent 30 or 40 years there with the spectators, convincing them that when their service was up, that they would let me have his library in exchange for protecting and providing for them.
So do they no longer care who comes down since they're no longer in the service?
That's correct. Yeah, they act on their own free will, but there seems to be a few times when I have said the wrong thing or something was taken the wrong way, and we've been close to conflict at times. So I'm just warning you that
How many are there?
like there are 4 of them. It's like, you look good today, Vic. So you're saying I don't look good every day? Let's roll initiative. Those type of things. Things can just go downhill real quickly with the spectators, is what I'm saying. So,
Right.
That's what I'm gathering from all this.
and then that's also where I built my teleportation circle. So they protect my teleportation circle, and they let me have the library, and in exchange, I serve whatever needs they're actually pretty easy on the upkeep. All they really need is some conversation from time to time, and they're able to produce their own food and water.
So they just sort of sit around, or fly around.
Yeah, they end up just chatting about various and sundry innocuous things. Yeah, they're an odd lot.
This could be interesting.
So I mean, I'll go down and introduce you to them if you want me to. But
Sure. Why not? This teleportation cycle. So you have a forge somewhere else then?
yes, yeah, there is an elemental vent that I discovered deep underground, several miles from here, and I have. It is necessary to form the bodies of the Warforged that is sufficient to hold the magic that I have to then imbue in them. And it was also necessary for the Shield Guardians and the Helmed Horrors as well. But
So would you be willing to make magical armor, or at least try and make some?
oh yeah, he loves constructing stuff. Yeah.
I love this guy.
Do you know how one would go about making it, or would that be more experimentation?
Yeah, he's never thought about it because they don't wear armor, right? They have natural armor that is more than sufficient. So the idea of putting on more metal is alien to him, but he can understand why you Swissie types would want that.
Yeah.
Yeah, as long as it's not permanent armor,
Yeah, like skin.
that would be good.
could you turn someone into a Warforged, or that's not how it
dear
works?
God, that was not
Oh
the question I
God, you
was
really
looking
want to
for.
be the experiment?
You would be willing to try if you wanted to.
If you could turn me into an immortal being, I mean, I'm pretty good with that.
Oh, my Lord.
This campaign is gonna churn so far.
I want to stop aging. I don't want to die.
Just because you're a squishy little human with a short lifespan.
Yeah, exactly.
You're just getting greedy now.
If I ever get to like a higher level, I'm going to eventually be searching for some kind of life prolonging essence.
Next time, be a
Lich.
druid.
Lich is the word I'm looking for.
No, I can ask my god for like more life.
Yes, he'll put your soul in a bottle.
Yeah, you gotta put your soul in a bottle. First, you're gonna have to find a little boy named Harry Potter, and
You mean
then...
phylactery?
Exactly.
Let's go meet some nice, friendly mini beholders.
So this is where
And be
the
very polite.
Level 20's campaign is all of us trying to become liches.
Is this for the libraries?
Yeah.
Yes. No, he has moved the library up to his lab. That was what the open volumes were.
Ah.
Right.
Originally, all those open volumes were stored in this bottom chamber.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so yeah, there are 4 spectators there, and they seem a little shocked. Oh my God, adventurers! Attack! Attack! But
No.
but Randomonius is able to calm them down.
That's good.
We're not the rampaging kind of adventures, so it's okay.
Exactly.
Where's one of them is named Vic, VYQ, and then there's another one named Wall Grease and Croker. Let me just put them all in. These are their names. There we go. It was the first one. I hadn't bothered to name them because those are the 4 spectators.
Do you name yourself, or is that a name given to you?
That was the name given to us. The way we were born is you take 4 eye stalks off of a full-fledged beholder, and you can spawn a spectator out of them, either on their home plane. The beholders do that, or if you are magically inclined, you can create a spectator bound to your service. But these guys originated on a different plane as the progeny of beholders, but they don't know how to get back there.
Well, I can banish you back to your home plane permanently if you want.
Yeah.
It'll be random, but I can do that.
They would actually like that, yeah.
Would the Warforged guy like that as well?
Yeah. So this is far enough beneath his other protections with the Helmed Horrors and the Flesh Golems and his Warforged armplays. He's all right letting the spectators go home at this point. That seems like a reasonable thing. He's got what needed from them.
Or if not, maybe you'd want to protect somewhere else.
Well, they don't voluntarily do that. Right?
Oh, that's like something they're bound to.
Yeah, they're basically become slaves at that point.
Yeah, let's send them home.
Well, it's just like you can like have another place to protect, and as well as, I don't know, an upkeep of some kind, maybe.
No, we don't want to do that voluntarily. No.
Okay, well, can you willingly fail the saves?
I think you can choose to fail any save you want.
No, you actually can't. But eventually they will be able to fail. I mean, if you want to send them home, there's nothing preventing you from sending them home. Yeah.
Well, if that's what they want, then I don't mind doing that.
What do we have to know what plane they're coming from, or does it just?
No, I just banish them and they go home.
Mm-hmm. They end up on a random location on that plane, but they will go back to their original plane.
Oh, that's nice of you.
Yeah, that actually came up in our other campaign, didn't it?
Yeah. You sent back to your native plane existence.
Yeah, the adventurers were on a different plane, and they got banished. One of them got banished and wound back on the prime material plane. Yeah.
Yeah, it was on the abyssal plane.
Yeah.
And he just wasn't there anymore.
Oops.
Okay. So, what is your intention towards Randomonius? Are you going to put any?
Forming an alliance, I guess.
Okay, and towards the blood axes and iron or poison tusks.
They seem like with the poison tusks leading on. I think this guy is malleable enough to do what we tell him to, within reason.
Okay, and all right, then. So heading back to Musklageta.
We can just buy the recall here.
Oh yeah, you can order recall. Okay, so Mr. Adelina. Yeah, Adelina is the head of the Adelina the Evangelist is the head of the Knight Protectors. And you arrive back, and she's asking, so what is the status? What is there concern for what's going on in the Fractured Heights?
There's orc tribes coming together, but they are willing to work with us to protect Musklageta, as well as an enclave of Warforged, and one who trades Warforged.
Okay, so Warforged those are just products of mythology. You're saying they actually exist?
We've met several of them. A guy his name I can't remember. He makes them.
Randomonius.
He makes them in a some sort of forge.
Very slow manner.
Takes about a week.
Okay. We use the assets that we are given. So, if you are sure that they will not pose a threat to Musklageta,
He's pretty wholehearted in what he says.
Yeah, and didn't really seem to want to lie. At least from what everything we would be able to tell.
They seem willing to set up trade and protection agreements.
Yeah, he's an elemental forge, so he can create, pretty decent equipment from that.
So I can commit Musklageta to that course of action. I can't speak for the elements beyond Musklageta. There's
True.
You have
they should be safe up in the mountains.
Yeah. The problem with orcs is keeping them contained. And I don't have a problem with a bunch of orcs living in the Fractured Heights or some guy making constructs in some cavern in the Fractured Heights. But if they were to begin raiding, you would expect there to be some sort of retribution. And then I don't know if the elves of the Vaz stand would be as accommodating a bunch of orcs as they have been. Musklageta, basically we just have a mutual border that we both respect. We try to stay out of each other's way.
Well, it's only the north they're dealing with.
Yeah, so I don't see a problem with any of that. That all seems like a very good arrangement for Musklageta. Yeah, if that would give the elves securing the western frontier and the orcs securing the northern frontier. That seems to me to be an excellent outcome if we're sure that they won't pose a future threat.
I'm fairly sure.
We might need to remind them every so often that there is a power to the south of them.
Okay, yeah. I don't know what their inclination or politics are.
Well, we could also maybe set an agreement to make so that we can turn them into bound weapons willingly, obviously,
Okay.
for like a short purpose, because they could be turned into vicious weapons.
All right. Well, that's great. So with that in mind, we have prepared a finesse weapon for somebody. So
like a basic finesse weapon, because it would either go to me or the other rogue, I assume. Because what do you guys use?
Rapier.
Rapier?
Finesse as well.
Finesse as well? Well, I mostly use my bow, so it probably should go to the people that actually use melee weapons more than anything.
That's just been in it for the longest.
Yeah. So it was prepared with Alcindor in mind.
Okay.
So this is was the product of a finesse fighter who has now decided to retire from the Night Protectors and move on, and has become a bound rapier. So only one person will ever be able to attune to it. But here, let me put the qualities in here. It is magic. Okay, so it is magic. While you are attuned to it and have it in your possession, you cannot be surprised. And then once per day, and the DC on that is 15. So you proc the menacing attack battle master maneuver.
It's pretty good.
Mm.
We say D4.
It's a D8. Yeah.
Oh, D8. Sorry, all right.
Yeah. Once
Nice.
and then they have to make a DC 15 Wisdom saving throw or be frightened of you until the end of your next round.
That's actually super good.
Yeah.
That's really good.
Wow.
That still counts as +1, does it? Or
yeah, it was a battle master fighter who's able to instill some of his maneuver, and then he had the alert feat, so he could not be surprised, and he was able to transfer that into the weapon.
So do these weapons also talk to you? Like when she attunes to it, can she hear the voices or something?
No, it's more like an empathy thing. Like you get the feelings of what is it inclined to do, but it's not an actual telepathy.
Okay. That's really interesting.
Well, this one ran quite short. I actually had. There was a lot there you could have fight, but we decided to talk about it.
So, based on our last session where we killed everything, and then based on this session where we practically killed no one, there's a very...
Yeah, we seem to have been in a very negotiating skill.
I think there was a difference there when they were like, "Oh, how are you doing?" And instead of just jumping us, it was just like, react.
Yeah, the leader was quite reasonable, so.
Yeah, the other guy's just like, "Oh, how you doing?" Well, shit happens. That's, it's everyone's fault. Just so reasonable. It's like, you just can't murder this guy. Doesn't feel right. Well, maybe if I was alone.
I will begin preparing accordingly, so that there's more along that lines too. I actually had obviously, I had the helm cores and the flesh goblins.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You had those on the side. I was looking at them like, oh, are they going to jump us at some point? Is he going to get really rash? But no, just everyone. Common collective.
But yeah, I'm perfectly okay with that, right? The important thing to me is the story, right?
Yeah.
I think from now on, if you don't want us to kill someone, start it off with hello. Maybe not with a boulder to the face.
My character has absolutely no problem in negotiating with anybody.
Yeah, that was
Slavers.
amazing.
Slavers, she has a real big problem with. But apart from that,
yeah, that was amazing.
she rationalises that to be honest, everything that they've done is nowhere near